Hello. All right, we're about to get started, so we won't keep everybody here long, and so we got a little bit of data that we want to make sure our families and people online get. So please make sure you have completed the attendance survey. All right, but welcome to our Raleigh-Egypt Middle School 2022 Spring Family Day tonight. Thank you for being in attendance. The vision for student success, we envision Memphis Shelby County Schools becoming a transformational district that provides opportunities for innovation to meet the needs of all scholars. Strategic initiatives, the third grade commitment with our elementary schools, equity, reimagining 901, and a joint effort of We Are 901. Our agenda for today, the purpose of the school-based family day tonight, assessing the Shelby County parent portal, Power School academic scorecard, assessment department resources for families, Mastery Connect updates, Naviance for 6th through our 8th graders, because that's who we serve, advanced academics, bills update, school communication updates, upcoming parent support opportunities, community-based parent support opportunities. We'll be talking about Memphis Shelby County School summer programs and student registration and enrollment. All right, our purpose for tonight is to inform parents on student progress with various assessments, provide guidance on how to read data reports, and provide recommendations on how to assist students. All right, assessing and viewing the report card. Principal Jackson will be taking us through this part.
All right. Good afternoon, you all. Good afternoon. I'm Principal Jackson. So I want to talk to you about how to view the report card from Power School. Parents, you don't have to wait for a hard copy. Not have to wait for a hard copy of the report card. You will just need to go to the Power School website. So it's Power School for students and parents. And so what you need to do is, here's the website that's on here, scstn.powerschool.com/public/home.html, and you can access through the Shelby County Schools scsk12.org website, and go to parents, and there the Power School link is on there. And lots of parents have the Power School app. You just have to call and ask for our code, and you can get that code and have that app on your phone. So when you see over here on the side shows you how it looks when you log in. So this particular person for this, and I don't know if y'all can see my arrow here, but this particular person has multiple children. You have Madison, Sean, Angel, Ivy, Edison. So they have several children. So you can click on each one of these children, and you can get the information that you see here on the screen. So the tutoring program, sign them up for tutoring. You can sign up for optional school. You can sign up for masks. Are you going to be wearing masks this year? You can sign up for registration. You can do your registration early. And parents that we have here, parents viewing online, please go ahead and do your early registration via Power School. You don't have to come into the school. You can do it right on the device. So please go ahead and do that now. Even if your child is going to high school next year, you can still do that early registration, and you want to get that done. So along with that, you have that new registration, and then down here it gives you your report card. So it'll go to your most recent report card. So you see the purple down there, Q1 report card. So it'll say Q3 report card, and you can see the report card, and you can see the grades at any time, parents. You can see the grades at any time. We don't have to wait until the report card comes out. So this is an example of the report cards that we pass out to our students. It looks a little different in Power School. Looks a little different in Power School. And not only can you see the grades in Power School, parents, you can click a little button in Power School that allow you to email the teacher immediately from the Power School. So you can go to that child's grades, the teacher, and you can email that teacher immediately. So Power School is just a great thing to have. It is a great thing to have. All right, so report cards, parents. Report cards went home today because of the inclement weather yesterday. The report cards went home today. So please ask your child about the report card because they went home on today. All right. So another thing I want to discuss, y'all, is the academic scorecard. And I have to be honest, I am so excited about the academic scorecard. You'll see that also on Power School. The academic scorecard is like a baseball card with all of the data, all data associated with all of our students. All of that data is in one place. Uh, every test, every um, um, report card, everything is all in one place, and you can access it from Power School. So when you log in, the same way you will log in to do early registration, the same way you'll log in to do grades, you are going to see academic scorecard right there, academic scorecard. So click on it, and you are going to see what's on the next slide. Show us the next slide. All right, so this is the academic scorecard. Parents, this is so good. This is like one of the best things I have seen because it gives you a whole picture of what the student is doing. It gives you an entire picture. It tells you about the attendance. So you start off with the attendance. This person right here has 97% attendance. So they have very good attendance. It tells you about whether your child is chronically absent or not, which we don't want them to be chronically absent. It talks about truancy. So if you're worried about that, that is on the scorecard, how many days you get to see exactly. And then you have the report card here that is right below the attendance. So you'll see the Q1, Q2, S1, and Q3 up to this point. So you can see all of the grades, and then it won't just have a letter grade, it'll have a number grade for our students. Also, right beside that, you have the behavior. Go back. You have the behavior. Right beside that is the behavior. So our students, if they have had a progressive discipline, which means we've had to deal with something in-house, you'll see that incident. If they've had ISS, which is in-school suspension, if they've had OSS, out-of-school suspension, you'll see all of that information on there. And then after we take the TCAP, you'll also see the state assessment on that same document. You'll also see intervention. So if your child qualifies for intervention, if you see tier 2 or tier 3, they are in intervention and they'll be in intervention classes. But if you see tier 1, that means that they won't be enrolled in any intervention classes. So it tells you what those tiers are. So this is a lot of data, but it is a full picture of what's going on. So then we have assessments called FastBridge, which is one of our benchmark assessments. And we have our iReady. So you get to see iReady, you get to see FastBridge, and the percentile shows you where they are in reference to all the students who take this test. And it also gives you a percentile bracket. And then at the bottom, if you have an elementary student, you see third grade commitment. If you don't, then you'll see that Master Connect data. Our Master Connect is our common assessment that we take all across the district. So you'll see how your child compares with all students across the district. And then if you have a high schooler, you get to see the ready graduate information, what they made on the ACT, how many early post-secondary opportunities they've had. So it's just really a snapshot of everything. You want to know how your child is doing on all of the major stuff? It is there in one place, and it is one of the best things that I have seen, because when I'm talking to a parent, it's just so easy to pull it up and say, let's talk about the academics, let's talk about discipline, let's talk about assessments, and we can see it all in one space. So I hope that you get a lot out of using this tool. It is so good to get an entire snapshot, and it's a good talking point for your students. All right, so now we will talk about Naviance. And so Naviance is going to be discussed by our awesome professional school counselor, Ms. Thomas.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm going to spend a few minutes talking about Naviance and our 8th grade students' 4-year plan of study. Naviance is an online platform which provides access to resources and tools to help prepare our students for their post-secondary plans, which are just their plans after high school. All 6th through 12th grade students can access Naviance and the resources through the Clever platform. Naviance basically, it helps our students uncover their potential for their plans for after graduation. And it connects the dots between students' interests and their college and career choices. It also helps them find out what they're going to be good at doing once they graduate from high school. So basically, when I talk to the students, I talk to them about trying to make sure that they find basically careers in areas that they like. So if a child likes science, then they may need to look at careers that would help them do better in science. For an example, maybe be a doctor, maybe be a nurse. Students who are interested in math, they may want to go to school to be an architect. So with Naviance, it helps them go in, take an inventory, see what they like based on their answers, and to research those careers so that they can find some things that they would like, and also some goals to actually set for high school as well as after high school. So Naviance is a really, really, really good tool for our students. And our 8th graders use Naviance to develop their 4-year plan of study. So parents, if you have 8th graders and you have not seen their plans, ask them to go to Clever and then Naviance and sign in so that they can show you their plans. And basically their 4-year plan of study is just a blueprint of all of the high school courses that they can take. I help the students take those, do those plans, and as they created those plans, we discussed the graduation requirements for high school. And as we went through it, they realized that high school is very different from middle school. We discussed credits and how to earn credits and things of that nature, and also why it's important to apply yourself and be very selective as you select those courses. because I explained to them that those courses should be used to help prepare them for after high school, because their goals should be, what do they want to do? How well do they want to succeed in their future? So those 4-year plans of studies, they're blueprints. They can be revised every year. They're not written in stone. So it's really important that your students, as well as yourself, parents, you request meetings with school counselors every year once the eighth graders transition to high school, so that you'll know their goals, know their plan, and to make sure that they're following those plans so that they can graduate on time. I've met with all of the eighth graders last week. They created their 4-year plans of study, well, about 90 to 95% of them, and I've approved most of them. However, they can be edited. So that's really important, parents, that you go in and ask them if they would show you those plans. So the eighth grade students' expectation would be to complete the plans, and about 95% of them have completed those plans already. And they should also share the plans with you, parents. That's really important, and they need to do that by April 8th, which is next week. And parents are expected to make sure that they review the plans with their student, and you can contact me if you would like to make any changes to those plans, because those plans are not written in stone. I will approve them afterwards. If no revision should be made, then we'll just leave them as they are. But also, parents are going to be required to go into the Power School Parent Portal between April 18th and April 22nd, to make sure that they are in agreement with those plans and to sign off. More information will come in a few days about those plans in the portal. Thank you so much. You all have a good evening.
All right, I'm back to talk about the assessment department resources for families. The following resources can be found on the assessment page of our district website, and then the 2021-2022 assessment calendar, assessment rationale document as well. The big test that we are prepping for, we just came out of our CFA number 3, but as you guys know or should know, we are preparing for TCAP this year, which starts on April the 18th. So we are getting very close to testing time. So we are excited about that and looking forward to having some great results. But if you go to the district's website, there is a section called Assessment and Accountability, and you can see the state report card. You can see TVAS, and then they also have some new tab this year. It's called the TCAP Family Portal. It's provided by the Tennessee Department of Education. Parents can access this TCAP using the website here, and we will share this on our school website as well, so you can have access to it. But it gives you access to your students' test scores using the TCAP Family Portal. It says one barrier that parents using the TCAP portal is that it requires to know their Tennessee student ID. This Tennessee ID is different from their Power School, which is a 6-digit number. And an important thing is to remember 2 zeros in front of the student's 7-digit ID. But when you go there, you locate your child's Tennessee student ID number. You put it in. Once you have the number, you go online to the portal. You enter the ID, and you should be able to see where it is labeled, and use the drop-down tab to put in your child's birth, and then you should be able to log in, as you see here. And then what this does is it gives you, it says return to the home page and hit the test history tab, so you can see the most recent test. It said test results page provides the student's overall mastery of assessments and performance level descriptions. And you can scroll through the report for more information about your student's performance. It said in the next section of the report, you'll see the student perform on specific knowledge and skills for the selected subject. And then the middle column of the table shows your student perform compared to students who score within the on-track performance level state standards. As you continue through the report, you can see performance level comparison graphs for your student. And then it also says it compares it to students who score in your school, the district, and state according to those averages. All right, I'm gonna pass it over to Ms. Winfro, who is going to talk to us about some school data here in our building.
Okay, so our schools data and academic goals. For the 2022 year TCAP, our goal or annual measurable objective is for our students to score, well, 10% of our students to score on track or mastery in all subjects. Doing so, we will earn a 3, which is good. However, here at Raleigh-Egypt Middle School, we think our students are great, so of course we're reaching for much more than that. And that brings us to that what's at the bottom in dark green, the double AMO. In order for that to be reached, we would need 16% of our students to score on track or mastery. Mastery Connect data. Okay, Mastery Connect. On the Mastery Connect platform, grades K through 12 will participate in standards-based assessments that are aligned with district ELA math and science curriculum math. Mastery Connect is an assessment platform that allows teachers to assess student mastery of specific standards. Students can receive their results instantly, and results are displayed by standard. So although students will get an overall percentage on an assessment taken, the focus is really on the mastery of specific standards. So here we have data from Mastery Connect in ELA or English Language Arts. This may seem a little difficult to understand with the bars and the colors, but what we like to focus on are the blue and the green. The blue stands for mastery, the green stands for on track. We want to see an increase in the blue and green and a decrease in the red. The red is below. And so far for sixth grade, we have a little work to do, and it looks like we're performing a little better with eighth graders in this particular area. For math, same thing, we're looking for an increase in the blue and green and a decrease in the red. At the top, you have sixth grade, and then at the bottom, you have seventh and eighth grade. And then last, there's science. Again, we're looking for an increase or an increase in the green and blue and a decrease in red. And once again, at the top, you have seventh grade, and then at the bottom, you have eighth and sixth grade. And I believe that's it. And next up, we have iReady. Next up, we have iReady data and Illuminate Fast Bridge with Mr. Hendricks.
I'm back. We have iReady is a computer adaptive test continually that adjusts the difficulty of each test by determining each question based on the previous response. iReady assessment is used as a diagnostic screening tool to identify students who may need additional academic support and monitor students' growth. It says iReady is a K through 8 intervention that provides specific tools and lessons to support areas and individual students who are struggling. And we use this, all students are able to use iReady in our building, whether they are ahead or behind, it allows them to grow. And that's, at the end of the day, that's what we want all our students to do, is to grow in every area that's possible. But iReady really monitors reading and math. So that's where they get the most support from for iReady data. And this is a little bit of data, as you see, a lot of red, and that's where those are the area, that is the area that we're working on, and that's amongst all three grades. And it's the same for math and ELA. Illuminate Fast Bridge. Right now we are in a screening process, but Illuminate Fast Bridge is a newly selected RTI assessment platform for students in grades K through 8, and it will replace Easy CBM in the 2021-2022 school year. It says can be used in both special education and regular education in order to meet state guidelines related to effective implementation of RTI. It says the goal of the process is to monitor student progress as the student receives intervention, with the expectation that the intervention will result in achievement at high levels of learning while closing the achievement gap among same age periods. So these are some of our intervention tools as we use to either pull students or push students along, and as we support them in their academic goals. Next up is Miss Simmons, Mrs. Simmons. She will talk to us about our Memphis Shelby County Schools commitment to our students.
Well, good afternoon, or good evening to our parents who are listening and our parents who are in the building. I am Mrs. Simmons, the Family Engagement Specialist here at Raleigh-Egypt Middle School, and I'm so happy to see your faces here. As Mr. Hendricks says, I'm here to discuss Memphis and Shelby County School commitment to our students. What a parent can expect. You can expect personalized learning plans for each child, frequent communication about student progress through letters and academic scorecard, as Ms. Jackson, Principal Jackson discussed, and report cards. We're going to share distinct usernames and password for intervention that students can access at both home and at school, grade and contact academic support, events throughout the year, and of course, access to the parent resource is on our Shelby County School website. School communication and updates can be found also on your school website, and we also have a Facebook website. The homework hotline for family and community engagement, ongoing support. We have a homework hotline. Certified teachers, of course, will be the tutors for our grades K through 12 and Tennessee students in all core subjects. Help is offered in 7 different languages. It's offered in English, it's offered in Arabic, Spanish, Hindu, Mandarin, and Swahili. And teachers are available Mondays through Thursdays, which is a good thing because we're trying to give our children all the help that they can possibly receive. So these teachers are available Monday through Thursdays between the hours of 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. You can call them on the phone on 901-416-1234, and also check out our homework hotline on the Shelby County School page. The commitment to our parents. Family and community engagement is ongoing. It's ongoing. So monthly family forums are provided, and the monthly family forums provide an opportunity for all parents to gather and to learn and to share important information to support the students' learning and success in school. Families can join the live virtual session on Microsoft Teams by visiting, of course, the www.scsk12.org/family forum at any time. Now let's talk about summer school. We understand that some of our students have been struggling due to the pandemic. So we really encourage those who are need a little help that you send them to summer school. This program is only for those students who qualify based on the district retention or failure criteria. Information will be provided as soon as will provide to the parents and to the school, and you will get that information from our guidance counselor, Ms. Thomas. She'll notify the parents and the students regarding this option. The Summer Learning Academy is another opportunity for you to get involved and for our children to receive the help that they need. 6th through 8th grade, June the 13th through July the 15th. Registration portal will open soon, so look out. Matter of fact, I think it's open now. So just look out on the Shelby County School website and see if we can get involved. Now, this is not summer school. This is something totally different, just to give them a little extra for next year. Because like I said, with the pandemic and everything, our children are struggling, and this is an opportunity to get them on task. So parents and schools will receive the district notices with the registration information. Student registration and enrollment and school choice. As you know, early registration has already begun. In fact, it started in January. So we need for you to come on and get onto the school website, or go to the Power School website and start registering. Whether the student is brand new to Memphis Shelby County Schools or returning another year, registration is required. I know we went 1 year that we didn't register, but this year registration is required. You do need a Power School parent account in order to register, and you can get that either at your child's school, or you can contact the seed office at 416-6007. But you need that to register. For more information, just go to our Shelby County School hotline, Shelby County School page, /registration. You'll be able to see that. Now it's time for our assistant principal, Mr. Thorns, and he's going to discuss the student data discussion and parent-teacher conference and next steps.
Good evening to my Raleigh-Egypt Middle School family, to those that are viewing us online this evening, to those that we have in attendance. We are so excited to have you today. All right, let's take a deep breath, because I know we got a lot of information tonight. I don't want you to be alarmed, because we will have a link on our website and also on our Facebook page for you to go back and review. Because if some of you are like me, you might need to go step by step to do so. Right now, we are coming to the close of our first session. And I know those of you that we have in attendance, you really would like to sit down and get personal and probably have a few questions for teachers dealing with this data. So we are going to be moving to the cafeteria. It is right on the 3rd floor. And we will have signs to kind of direct you to where you need to go. Please make sure that you are there. And for those that are in attendance and those that are online, we need for you to complete the attendance survey to make sure to have you in here. So right now, before we leave, to those that are online, do you have any questions? All right, I do want to make sure that you hear from administration. You got some great information. Make sure that you find out about that academic scorecard. Gives you everything all in one drop shot. That's what you're going to be able to find. You got report cards today. We got TCAP that's coming up on April the 18th. All that information that you need to know. So please view it through the link so that you will have all what you need. Because they're like my baby. Sometimes they say, I don't know what you're talking about. We didn't get it today. This time you don't have to wait on, because you can go look at it and you got everything that you need. All right, now this is going to bring the end to our conclusion of our first part. And I'm going to ask those of our Raleigh-Egypt family members that are here in attendance, you may start moving to the cafeteria. And I'd like to thank all of you for joining us this evening.